Stars are often known for making fashion statements, even when walking down the aisle. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unconventional celebrity wedding dresses. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at celebrity dresses worn by celebrities that deviated from the conventional styles. Number 10. Angelina Jolie.
He looks at me because he's like, every 3 months I'll say, honey, I think I should learn how to cook. Don't I?
Yeah.
For a couple with such a high-profile relationship, it made sense that Brangelina decided to get married in a small and private ceremony. For the big day at the couple's French chateau, Jolie wore an ivory satin creation by Luigi Massi. Though Angelina's dress was a white gown, it was anything but typical. The actress added her own personal flair to the Atelier Versace dress by having drawings done by her children embroidered onto her veil and the dress's back. The result was quirky and colorful, giving her final look a sweet and sentimental vibe. Number 9. Amber Tamblyn. There was nothing typical about this actress's wedding, and that includes her dress. The sisterhood of the traveling pants star wore a bright yellow frock when she wed actor and comedian David Cross in an intimate woodland ceremony. The bride arrived to the site by canoe and was barefoot for the ceremony. Tamblyn hasn't revealed who designed the dress, but the marigold hue definitely complemented her hair and complexion. The event was attended by all three of her sisterhood sisters, Blake Lively, America Ferrera, and Alexis Bledel.
And I'm proposing that we share them equally and that this summer they travel among us.
Number 8. Jessica Biel.
You guys like the coolest couple. My wife and I was like, that's who you want to hang with. That's the coolest right there.
Come on.
Designed by Giambattista Valli, this watercolor pink dress was a controversial dress for the actress, who wed pop star Justin Timberlake in 2012. Biel said that she's never been a fan of all-white wedding dresses, so she decided to take a leap of faith with a unique custom gown. The couple set their I-dos in Puglia, Italy with 100 guests in tow. As Biel walked down the aisle, she was serenaded by her future hubby, who played an original song that he had written for the occasion.
Cheers to winning.
To winning.
To winning.
I'm married to Jessica Biel.
True that.
Number 7. Keira Knightley.
The last one was to meet a missionary. The one before that was for a lecture on the union of the Greek and Roman churches.
Keira Knightley is known for wearing elaborate gowns in her historical drama roles. But for her real-life wedding to the Claxons' James Wrighton, she decided on something more understated. The light pink tulle dress may have been designed by Chanel, but it was an item that was already in the star's wardrobe. She wore it in public years before her wedding, and went on to wear it again after the big day as well, at the 2013 Serious Fun Gala in London.
I think fun should always be taken very, very seriously. I think if you're not having fun in your life, then you're clearly not living it properly.
That being said, this was for her civil ceremony, and the star eventually revealed that she wore a more elaborate Valentino gown for the private celebration, which was held at a later date. Number 6. Liberty Ross.
Must have broken its wing. Don't worry, it will heal in time.
So far, all the ladies on our list who skipped the traditional white gown still opted for light or pastel-hued dresses. Liberty Ross, however, decided to completely eschew tradition in a lacy black vintage Givenchy with an elaborate headpiece. The ceremony took place on Valentine's Day, and all of the female guests were asked to wear red for the occasion. The bride did opt for a cream-colored gown for a lunch that she and husband-to-be Jimmy Iovine hosted on the day before their nuptials, but that's as close to traditional that she got. Number 5. Elizabeth Taylor.
Listen, where am I going to find a dress to wear on Sunday?
How would I know?
The marriage of Elizabeth Taylor and Eddie Fisher was a seriously scandalous one, and not because of the unconventional wedding dress. When their affair began, Eddie Fisher was married to Debbie Reynolds, Taylor's close friend. After the death of her husband, however, Taylor turned to Debbie's husband for comfort and support. Fisher eventually left Reynolds and his family behind. The two were married at the Temple Beth Shalom in Las Vegas on May 12, 1959, and Taylor wore a modest, understated knee-length gown in a muted green shade, with matching hood and sleeves. Number 4. Avril Lavigne.
So how's the marriage thing working out for you? You're young to be married, aren't you? 22?
Yeah, I am.
Is that all right? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Good.
When Avril Lavigne married Sum 41 frontman Derek Whibley, she opted for a traditional white strapless gown. But after that marriage failed to work out, she went in a different direction for wedding number 2. When the Canadian pop-punk star married Nickelback lead singer Chad Kroeger, she settled on a jet black Monique Lhuillier dress that fit the theme of their gothic castle wedding. The ceremony was small but anything but simple. It took place at the Château La Napoule in Mondeleu, France, and featured a fireworks display and a party that kept going until 6 a.m.
We just wanted to make sure everyone knew we wanted to keep it on the DL because it was a very special day for us.
You want to keep it. You want to keep something private.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Number 3, Gwen Stefani. While the top half of Gwen Stefani's wedding dress may have looked relatively customary, once you pan down, you get a shocking pink surprise. The John Galliano for Dior custom design dress has a dip-dyed ombre effect that was actually painted by hand. While pale pink dresses have come into fashion in the early 21st century, in 2002 when Gwen walked down the aisle, this was a real showstopper. Gwen and Gavin Rossdale were wed at St. Paul's Covent Garden in London, and sadly had a very public divorce after over 13 years of marriage. Number 2, Marilyn Monroe.
Ooh, do you feel the breeze from the subway? Isn't it delicious?
Sure, one of this Hollywood star's most iconic moments may have involved her in a white dress. But for her wedding to baseball star Joe DiMaggio, she opted for a darker, less conventional look. Monroe had already been married once as a teenager, and for her second time up at bat, she chose to have a small affair at the San Francisco City Hall. The two were married in January, so Monroe picked a sensible fur-trimmed brown dress suit in lieu of an over-the-top gown. The two would split only 274 days after their elopement. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Dita Von Teese.
Getting married was sort of like the kiss of death for us.
There have been some colorful dresses on our list today, but none quite as bold as this one. Burlesque dancer and model Dita Von Teese is no stranger to bold fashion choices, and for her wedding to Marilyn Manson, she pulled out all the stops. The material used was a shimmery purple taffeta that changed colors as it caught the light, and she wore a headpiece to match. The gown is a custom design creation by the queen of punk fashion Vivienne Westwood. The dress was even displayed at London's Victoria and Albert Museum for their wedding exhibition.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.